Well, have you seen the TV show Storage Wars? It's where people bid on different storages that have been abandoned. Well, that's kind of like this resale shop, Marval's. And of course, Valentina joins us right now, and she's going to tell us all about some of the finds that you can find in this retail store. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. We found a lot of different things, unique items in the storage units. I think one of my favorite things are the Formica purses over here from the 1950s. I've looked online and they're just not very common. We found everything from housewares to, just little odds and ends to
as I was looking, I was going to say, I was looking and I saw, you guys have full china sets, dining tables, sofas, pretty much anything that you can imagine, and when you first walk into the storage, kind of tell me, what are you thinking? Kind of go through that whole being able to these great finds.
Well, we start off at the auctions, we only have a few minutes to look at everything, and you kind of either know or you don't. Some of it's kind of junky, some of it's really nice. So, you can generally tell on the way things are packed. So, our last unit was really, really nice. It had a lot of vintage and collectible stuff in it.
And so for people that are coming into the store, what are some of the things that, they're really drawn to?
A lot of the houseware stuff, bedding, furniture, of course. Just a little bit of everything, and that's what we try to give everybody. So,
and I know you were talking about the vintage purses, but also you were telling me a little bit about an iron that you found as well.
We did. We found an old gasoline iron. I'm not real sure whenever it's from, but you would fill the tank up with gasoline and then light it off at the base, and that's how you would iron. Whenever you didn't, like maybe during the summer, whenever it was too hot to light off the wood-burning stove.
So it sounds like, one thing about, going into storage is that you find history.
We do. There's just so much. Depends on the person, though, what they had. Were they older? Did they like to collect things? You just never know. It's always a surprise.
And of course, also one thing that is a surprise is that Marval's is also into e-cigarettes. So it's not just a resale shop, but you guys also are into the healthy cigarettes. Talk a little bit about that.
We are. We've actually been in Orange for 4 years now and selling the electronic cigarettes to the public. And we decided we were going to add on the resale shop area and kind of, outgrew that and had to open up a new store about a month ago. So as far as the e-cigarettes go, we're carrying 2 different models right now. We have the 510 here, and that's good if you smoke less than a pack a day. It comes in an automatic, which is when you inhale, you just that'll activate it, or the push button where you push the button to when you want to take a drag. On the larger one, that's a Joytech Ego, and that's better if you smoke more than a pack a day. And all of ours are refillable. We do make our own juice, so it's all American-made ingredients, and we could customize it any way you want.
Talk to us a little bit about the difference between these cigarettes and the regular cigarettes with all the smoke and everything.
Well, with the electric cigarette, you're not getting all the carcinogens and tar that you would in a traditional cigarette. That's really the main thing that makes people feel so bad. You're getting your nicotine if you want it. We can always make it without, but you're getting your nicotine, so you're not going to go through nicotine withdrawal with them. It's almost, I equate it kind of to like wearing a patch that you're inhaling, So you're still getting that sensation of smoking, but you're not going to be offensive to everybody else. You're going to feel better.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you can get your e-cigarettes and find some really fun, exciting new things that are being resold. All right, we're at Marval's, and of course, they're located in Orange. We'll be right back after the break.